You walk into a museum, glass cases full of answers, neat labels, tidy explanations. But down in the basement storage rooms and the back corners of labs and filing cabinets marked unresolved, sit 12 discoveries that break the rules, objects that shouldn't exist, places that defy physics, evidence that rewrites textbooks. Scientists study them for decades, run tests, write papers, argue, still no answers. What are these 12 mysteries? Why can't the brightest minds crack them? What happens when reality doesn't match the manual? If you value documented scientific mysteries like this, subscribe. It's the best way to support our work. Also comment from which city you're hearing this from. This script is researched and factual, using sources from Nature Journal and Scientific American. Now back to the story. Number 1. The Antikythera mechanism. 1901. A Greek sponge diver named Elias Stadiatis hits the seafloor near Antikythera Island. 50 meters down, Roman shipwreck, bronze statues, marble, heads. Then something else. Green corroded lump, size of a shoebox, gears inside. Hundreds of them. Derek DeSola Price spends 20 years studying it. X-rays reveal 82 gear fragments, 37 meshing bronze wheels, inscriptions in ancient Greek, mathematical ratios. This machine predicts eclipses, tracks planets, calculates Olympic Games. Built around 50 to 100 BC, 2,000 years before anything remotely similar appears in Europe. Nothing like this instrument is preserved elsewhere, Price writes. The mechanism requires precision manufacturing that wasn't supposed to exist until 1400 AD. Gear ratios calculate lunar months with 99% accuracy. Predicts Metonic cycle. 19-year pattern when moon phases repeat on same calendar dates. The Saros dial tracks eclipses 223 lunar months in advance. 4 different metal alloys used. Bronze gears with specific tin percentages for strength. Inscription mentions month names from Corinth calendar. Suggests manufacture in Greek colony, but no workshop remains. No similar devices. No mention in any ancient text. Accused, studied, unsolved. Number 2. The London Hammer, 1934. Max Hahn and his wife Emma walk near London, Texas, Red Rock Creek. Emma spots wood and metal sticking from limestone. They dig. Iron hammer emerges. Wood handle fossilized. The rock dates to 100 million years old. Cretaceous period, before humans existed, before mammals ruled Earth. Carl Baugh runs tests at Creation Evidence Museum. The hammerhead contains 96.6% iron, 0.74% sulfur, 2.6% chlorine. Metallurgy, that pure, requires modern techniques. The wood handle shows cellular structure under microscope. Petrified, but intact. How does a modern hammer end up in rock that predates human evolution by 99 million years? Every geological survey confirms the limestone age. Every metallurgical test confirms modern composition. Patel. Memorial Institute analyzes metal composition, finds unusual purity levels, no trace elements typical of ancient iron smelting. Wood handle fossilization shows mineral replacement. Calcium carbonate crystals fill cell walls. Process takes minimum 50,000 years under normal conditions. But surrounding rock shows no stress fractures, no intrusion evidence, no signs hammer was inserted later. Rock formation continuous around artifact. Buried. Found? Impossible. Number 3. The Nazca Lines, southern Peru. Maria Rica maps them for 40 years. Starts in 1941. Giant drawings carved into desert floor, 1,500 square kilometers. Some lines stretch 48 kilometers, straight as laser cuts. The monkey spans 110 meters. The hummingbird 96 meters. The spider 46 meters. You can only see the full shapes from 300 meters up. But the Nazca people had no aircraft, no balloons, no elevated platforms. Ground surveys show precision that baffles engineers. The lines vary less than 2 meters over 9 kilometers. Created between 400 BC and 650 AD. Stones removed, white soil exposed, 1 million tons of rock moved. Why? Draw pictures only visible from the sky? How do they plan layouts without aerial view? Toni Morrison flies over them in 1977, counts over 300 figures, geometric shapes, animal forms. The astronomer figure points to winter solstice. The spider aligns with constellation Orion, but dozens of lines point nowhere astronomical. Random directions, no pattern, no purpose anyone can prove. Joe Nickel attempts ground-level construction experiment, uses basic tools available to Nazca culture, wooden stakes, rope, creates a scale model of condor figure, takes team of 6 people 3 days, but full-size condor, spans 134 meters, would require hundreds of workers, perfect coordination, mathematical planning from single viewpoint. Ground level offers no such perspective. Drawn, measured, unexplained. Number 4, the Voynich manuscript. 1612, Rudolph II of Bohemia buys it for 600 ducats, worth $2 million today, 240 pages, vellum made from calfskin, carbon dated to early 1500s, written in unknown language, illustrated with impossible plants. Wilfred Voynich acquires it in 1912 from Villa Mondragone, shows it to experts worldwide. Nobody can read a word. William Friedman, who cracked Japanese codes in World War II, spends decades on it, fails. Computer analysis reveals the text follows natural language patterns, but matches no known tongue. The botanical section shows 200 drawings, plants that don't exist, root systems impossible, leaves that violate biology. The pharmaceutical section lists recipes using these fictional plants. The astronomical section shows stars in wrong positions, constellations that never existed, zodiac symbols mixed with unknown symbols. Yale University owns it now, by NECA Library, still unread after 5 centuries, still unexplained. Gordon. Rugg proposes hoax theory, suggests Cardan grill method, perforated template over text tables, could generate meaningless text with language-like patterns, but requires planning beyond medieval capabilities. Lisa Fagan Davis finds scribal patterns, evidence of natural writing flow, not mechanical generation. Radiocarbon dating confirms 15th century parchment. Ink analysis shows period-appropriate materials, either genuine unknown language or most sophisticated hoax in manuscript history. Written, studied, silent. Number 5. Pumapunku, Bolivia. Tiwanaku culture builds it around 550 AD, 14,000 feet above sea level. Stone blocks weigh up to 130 tons, cut with precision that rivals modern machinery, joints tighter than paper, no mortar used anywhere. H-shaped blocks interlock perfectly, edges sharp as knives. Surface flatness varies less than 2 millimeters across entire blocks. The nearest quarry sits 10 kilometers away. How did they transport stones heavier than modern cranes can lift? How did they achieve machine precision cuts with bronze tools? The Altiplano has no trees for wooden rollers, no animals strong enough for hauling. Jean-Pierre Protzen, MIT architect, tries to replicate the stonework, uses copper chisels, bronze tools, stone hammers, gets nowhere close to Pumapunku precision. The blocks show no tool marks, no abrasion patterns, no evidence of hammering or chiseling, as if cut with industrial equipment that didn't exist for 1,500 more years. Arthur Poznansky studies site for 50 years, maps every block, documents every joint, finds evidence of catastrophic destruction, blocks scattered across platform. Some weighing 800 tons displaced hundreds of meters from original positions. Earthquake damage, but seismic analysis shows no fault lines capable of such destruction. Most massive blocks moved uphill, defying gravitational physics, built, abandoned, impossible. Number 6, the Shroud of Turin, 14 feet long, 3.5 feet wide. Linen cloth bearing image of crucified man, first recorded appearance 14th century in Lirey, France, but the image formation baffles scientists. Not painted, not printed, not dyed. Stirp team studies it for 5 days in 1978. Spectroscopy, fluorescence, microscopy, X-rays. The image penetrates only the topmost fibers, 30 nanometers deep. Too shallow for any known artistic technique. No binding. Agent, no brushstrokes. The body image shows photographic negative properties, discovered only when Secondo Pia photographs it in 1898. VP8. Image analyzer creates 3-dimensional representation, perfect anatomical proportions, accurate scourge marks, correct crucifixion wounds. Bloodstains match AB blood type, pollen grains from Jerusalem area embedded in fibers, but carbon dating in 1988 suggests medieval origin, 13th to 14th century. How did medieval forgers create photographic negative? How did they encode 3-dimensional information? How did they limit image depth to 30 nanometers? Ray Rogers, Los Alamos chemist, challenges carbon dating results. Finds cotton fibers in tested sample area. Original shroud is pure linen. Cotton contamination from medieval repairs. Suggests dating sample came from rewoven section, not original fabric. Lignin vanillin testing indicates much older age, consistent with 1st century origin. But scientific community remains divided. Tested, dated, disputed. Number 7. The Taos Hum, Taos, New Mexico, 1993. Joe Mullins first reports it officially. Low-frequency sound, persistent buzzing, like distant diesel. Engine. Only 2% of population hears it. Always the same frequency, 32 to 80 hertz. Most active between midnight and 4 a.m. Congressional investigation launched. Team of scientists from Los Alamos National Laboratory. Phillips Laboratory. National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. They set up monitoring equipment. Digital recorders, spectrum analyzers, seismographs find nothing. No electromagnetic anomalies, no seismic activity, no mechanical sources. People who hear it describe identical symptoms: pressure in ears, difficulty sleeping, irritability. Some move away to escape it. The hum correlates with no weather patterns, no geological events, no industrial activity. Similar hums reported in Bristol, England, Kokomo, Indiana, Windsor, Ontario, all unexplained, all affecting small percentage of population. David Deming, University of Oklahoma geophysicist, studies global hum phenomena. Maps report locations worldwide. Finds no correlation with geological features. No connection to tectonic activity. No relationship with electromagnetic fields. Audiologist Glenn McPherson creates worldwide database. Over 10,000 reports from 45 countries. Consistent frequency range. Consistent time patterns. No consistent source. Heard. Recorded. Sourceless. Number 8. The WOW signal. August 15th, 1977. Big Ear Radio Telescope in Ohio. Jerry Amon reviews computer printout. Sees signal lasting 72 seconds. Writes WOW in red ink. Signal originates from Sagittarius constellation. Near star group. Chi Sagittarii. Frequency 1420.456 megahertz. This frequency sits in protected radio band. International agreement prohibits transmissions there. Signal strength 20 times stronger than background noise. Fits profile. For extraterrestrial communication, never repeats despite hundreds of searches. Same equipment, same sky coordinates, same frequency range. Nothing. SETI Institute analyzes data for decades. Rules out satellites, rules out planets, rules out terrestrial sources. Signal traveled from deep space outside solar system. From region with no known stars capable of supporting planets. What transmitted for exactly 72 seconds, then stopped forever. Robert Gray searches same coordinates over 300 times. Uses upgraded equipment, more sensitive receivers, never detects similar signal. Arecibo Observatory joins search efforts. Green Bank Telescope contributes. All negative results. Signal intensity suggests transmitter power equivalent to entire civilization's energy output. But duration implies intentional broadcast. Targeted at Earth, then silence. Detected, analyzed, gone. Number 9. The Devil's Kettle Falls, Minnesota. North shore of Lake Superior. Brule River splits around rock outcrop. Eastern branch continues downstream. Western branch disappears into pothole. 8-foot wide opening. Nobody knows where water goes. Hydrologists drop dye into kettle. Never emerges downstream. They drop ping-pong balls, logs, GPS trackers. Nothing reappears in Lake Superior. Water flow measures 40,000 gallons per minute into kettle. But outflow from eastern branch stays constant. Physics says water must go somewhere. Conservation of mass, water doesn't vanish. Underground caves suggested, but ground penetrating radar finds no large caverns. No connection to other water systems. Some theorists propose deep aquifer connection. Others suggest underground river to Lake Superior. But decades of searching reveal no exit point. No evidence of additional flow entering lake. The water enters kettle and disappears completely. Minnesota. Department of Natural Resources studies flow rates. Measures 40,000 gallons per minute entering kettle. Eastern branch carries same volume as combined flow above split. Physics violation. Water mass cannot disappear. Conservative estimates suggest missing water equals Lake Superior daily. Inflow. Yet lake levels remain stable. No unexplained volume increases detected. Flows, vanishes, lost. Number 10. The Bloop. Pacific Ocean. 1997. No way a hydrophone array picks up ultra-low frequency sound. 50 degrees south, 100 degrees west. Near Point Nemo, most remote location on Earth. Sound lasts 1 minute. Heard from 3,000 miles away. Frequency profile suggests biological origin, but no known animal produces sounds this loud. Blue whales generate loudest biological sounds, 188 decibels. The bloop measures much higher, would require animal far larger than any blue whale, larger than any creature known to exist. Source location sits above abyssal plain, 4,000 meters deep, water temperature near freezing, pressure 400 times surface pressure. Few life forms survive there. Sound doesn't match geological activity, doesn't match ice movement, doesn't match human technology. No AA records dozens of similar sounds, all unexplained, all from deep ocean, all too loud for known biology. Julia Sound recorded January 1999, slow down sound. Recorded May 19th, Train Sound recorded March 5th, all from Pacific depths, all lasting 1 to 7 minutes, all exceeding biological sound limits. Christopher Fox, no AA acoustician, eliminates human sources. No submarine traffic in areas, no seismic equipment, no military testing. Sounds originate from seafloor. Travel. thousands of kilometers through ocean basins. Recorded, measured, unidentified. Number 11. The Hessdalen Lights, Hessdalen Valley, Norway. First documented 1981. Bright lights appear randomly, float silently through valley, sometimes stationary for hours, sometimes moving at high speed. Colors change from white to red, to blue to yellow. Erlingstrand leads scientific investigation, sets up automated monitoring station, radar equipment, cameras, magnetometers, records over 10,000 observations. Lights show up on radar, confirm physical presence, not hallucinations, not atmospheric phenomena. Speed varies from stationary to 8,500 meters per second. Temperature measurements show lights emit no heat. Spectroscopy reveals unknown emission signatures, not plasma, not combustion, not electrical discharge. Duration ranges from seconds to hours. Some lights pulse regularly, others change shape, transform from spheres to rectangles to triangles, appear year-round. Peak activity November through February. No correlation with weather patterns. Massimo Teodorani, Italian astrophysicist, analyzes spectral data, finds silicon, iron, and scandium emissions, but temperature readings show 4,800 Kelvin, hot enough to vaporize metals. Yet, lights cast no thermal signatures on infrared cameras. Some lights divide into multiple objects, others merge together. Behavior suggests intelligent control, but no communication attempt successful. Documented, filmed unexplained. Number 12, the Baltic Sea Anomaly, June 19th, 2011. Ocean X team searches for shipwrecks. Side-scan sonar detects circular object. 85 meters down, between Sweden and Finland. Object measures 60 meters diameter, 8 meters thick, trails extending 180 meters behind it. Peter Lindbergh leads diving expedition. Object made of stone, not metal, not wood. Unusual composition. Samples contain limonite and goethite, iron compounds, but arranged in patterns not found naturally. Geometric shapes, right angles, smooth surfaces, stairs leading to circular openings. Electrical. Equipment fails near object. Satellite phones stop working. Camera batteries drain instantly. Temperature readings show object is warmer than surrounding seabed. Sonar reveals internal chambers. Hollow spaces, complex internal structure, but age estimates suggest it predates human civilization, formed when Baltic Sea was dry land 12,000 years ago. Stefan Forsberg, marine geologist, studies core samples, finds unusual mineral composition, not native to Baltic region. Isotope ratios suggest non-terrestrial origin, but no meteorite crater detected, no impact debris. Field. Object sits on sediment layer, not buried in it, as if placed there after sea level rise. Dennis Osberg, marine archaeologist, maps surrounding debris field, ship fragments scattered in perfect circle around object. 200 meter. Radius found, explored, anomalous. Each discovery sits in storage rooms and databases. Evidence logged, tests completed, papers published, yet answers remain elusive. The Antikythera mechanism shouldn't exist for its time period. The London Hammer shouldn't exist in that rock. The Nazca lines shouldn't be visible without flight. The Voynich manuscript shouldn't contain impossible plants. These 12 mysteries share one trait. They all challenge what we think we know about history, physics, biology, technology. In 2024, marine archaeologists find ship debris near the Baltic anomaly site. Hull fragments carbon dated to 11,800 years ago. Before known seafaring civilization, before agriculture, before permanent settlements, the debris field surrounds the circular object, as if something landed there long before humans learned to build ships, long before humans learned to write, long before humans learned to cut stone with precision that still baffles engineers today. The basement storage rooms grow fuller each year.